Tales of Veldrith, Book 5, The Heart of Magic.
Episode 45, Echoes of the Past.
The journey back to Jorvik was somber. Eira, Leona, and the surviving guards rode in silence, their thoughts heavy with the memory of the shadow creature. The creature's whispers still seemed to linger in the air, a haunting reminder of the strange and ancient power they had encountered. Eira tightened her grip on the reins, her mind racing. She had faced countless threats before, the solar cult, rogue magic users, and monsters that defied logic, but this felt different. The shadow wasn't just a force of destruction. It felt calculated, deliberate. It had retreated as though it had something greater planned. Leona broke the silence.
You're thinking about him, aren't you?
Eira didn't respond immediately, her gaze fixed on the horizon.
It's hard not to.
Leona sighed.
Vestinus gave everything to stop the auroral lens. If he were here now, well, he'd probably be telling you to get out of your head and focus on the next move.
A faint smile tugged at Eira's lips, though it didn't reach her eyes.
If he were here, we wouldn't be dealing with this.
Maybe,
Leona said.
or maybe this was always coming.
By the time they reached Jorvik, the city was abuzz with tension. Word of the shadow creature had already spread, and the council chamber was packed with worried officials and anxious citizens. Eira and Leona barely had time to catch their breath before being summoned to speak. Elder Hrothgar leaned forward, his expression grim.
Tell us what you found.
Eira stepped forward.
Brenwick is gone. Whatever took it, it's tied to the ley lines. We encountered a creature, something I've never seen before. It wasn't just destroying, it was consuming.
The room erupted into murmurs. Elder Ingrid raised a hand, silencing the crowd.
This is no coincidence. The ley lines have been unstable since the Sunforge incident. If this shadow creature is tied to them, we're all in danger.
Leona spoke up, her voice sharp.
We need to act now. The creature retreated, but it's still out there. And if it's feeding on the ley lines, it's only going to get stronger.
Hrothgar frowned.
What would you have us do? Send the guard after it? If it wiped out Brennick, what chance do we have?
Eira's gaze hardened.
We don't have a choice. If we wait, more villages will fall.
After the meeting, Eira and Leona retreated to the council chamber's private library, poring over maps and ancient texts. The creature's connection to the ley lines gnawed at Eira, its implications growing more dire with each passing moment. Leona flipped through a dusty tome, muttering under her breath.
Ley lines, void magic, shadow constructs. None of this should be possible. The ley lines are supposed to be a source of life, not this.
Eira leaned against the table, her arms crossed.
What if it's being corrupted? The creature, it didn't feel natural. It felt ancient.
Leona hesitated, her brow furrowing.
There is one possibility. Something tied to the ley lines' origins. It's old, dangerous, and probably the last thing we want to deal with.
Eira straightened.
What is it?
Leona closed the book with a snap.
The Abyssal Order. They were a sect that believed the ley lines could be inverted, turned into conduits for destruction instead of creation. They were wiped out centuries ago, or so the stories say. But if they're back...
Then they're the ones behind the shadow creature.
Eira finished, her voice grim.
And they're only getting started.
That night, Eira couldn't sleep. The shadow's whispers haunted her dreams, pulling her into dark corridors where the walls seemed alive with writhing tendrils. She woke in a cold sweat, her heart racing. A knock at the door startled her. Leona entered, her expression tense.
You're not going to like this.
Eira sat up, rubbing her temples.
What is it now?
Another disturbance.
Leona said.
This time near the edge of the Veilwood.
The Veilwood?
Eira's blood ran cold. The cursed forest had a dark reputation, even among those who dealt with the strange and dangerous.
What's happening?
Leona hesitated.
People are seeing things. Shadows moving in the trees, voices calling to them. A patrol disappeared last night. Whatever's there, it's spreading fast.
Eira swung her legs off the bed, already reaching for her sword.
We leave at first light.
By midday, Eira and Leona stood at the edge of the Veilwood, the cursed forest stretching before them like a dark, gnarled sea. The air was thick and heavy, the sunlight dimmed by an unnatural haze. The guards who had accompanied them looked uneasy, their hands resting on their weapons.
"This place gives me the creeps,"
one muttered.
"Why does it feel like the trees are watching us?"
They probably are.
Leona said dryly, though her humour was half-hearted. She turned to Eira.
What's the plan?
Eira scanned the forest, her instincts screaming that danger lurked within.
We go in, find the source of the disturbance, and stop it before it spreads. Stay close and keep your wits about you.
The group entered the forest, the oppressive atmosphere closing in around them. The whispers began almost immediately, faint at first, but growing louder with every step.
"Do you hear that?"
one guard asked, his voice trembling. Eira nodded, her grip tightening on her sword.
Stay focused. It's trying to unnerve us.
Deeper into the forest, they found the remains of the missing patrol. Their bodies were twisted and blackened, their faces frozen in expressions of terror. Eira knelt beside one of them, her jaw tightening.
It's the same as Brenwick.
Leona inspected the ground, her sharp eyes narrowing.
These tracks, they lead further in. Whatever did this, it's still here.
The whispers grew louder, swirling around them like a living thing. Shadows danced between the trees, too fast to track. The guards drew their weapons, their fear palpable. Then the creature emerged. It was larger this time, its form more defined. Dark tendrils writhed around its humanoid shape, and its glowing eyes radiated malice. The whispers became a roar, filling the air with an almost unbearable pressure.
Stand your ground!
Eira shouted, charging at the creature. Her blade glowed faintly as she struck, cutting through one of its tendrils. The creature recoiled, its form flickering like a shadow in firelight. Leona hurled an alchemical bomb, the explosion dispersing part of the creature's mass.
This thing's stronger than the last one.
We can still take it.
Eira growled, striking again.
Focus on its core.
The battle was fierce, the creature lashing out with tendrils of shadow that drained the life from anything they touched. One guard was caught, his scream echoing as he crumbled into ash. Eira and Leona fought with everything they had, their movements precise and unyielding. Finally, with a coordinated strike, they severed the creature's core, causing it to dissolve into black mist. As the forest fell silent, Eira noticed something glowing faintly in the creature's remains. She picked it up, a fragment of obsidian etched with strange runes. Leona peered over her shoulder.
That's abyssal writing. It's definitely them.
Eira's jaw tightened.
Then they're not just back. They're getting stronger.
Leona nodded grimly.
And if they can create creatures like that, we're in for a fight unlike anything we've seen.
Eira stared into the forest's dark depths, her resolve hardening.
Then we find them. And we stop them, no matter the cost.
Thank you for listening to the Tales of Veldrith. Books 3 through 5 are now available on Kindle and in paperback. Visit mattytaylor.com for links.